Good morning children. How are you all? Today I have brought here the next video for class 9th, topic motion, and a new concept being discussed over here, that is acceleration. Till now we have studied about distance displacement and velocity. The link for those videos you can find in the description box, and here we are going to start about acceleration. If you remember, we have studied in the previous video that velocity is defined as the total distance upon total time taken. The total distance covered upon total time. Now, we know and we have already discussed that when we are traveling, we do not travel with the same velocity throughout because of different conditions. We might need to stop somewhere, the road is busy, or anything of the other sort which will bring the change in speed of our vehicle. Now, it means that the velocity of the person changes with time. So, as we are proceeding with time, the velocity may increase or decrease. A very common, a very day-to-day example I will give you. Suppose you have to go to school in the morning and you are going by Activa. When you reach your Activa and you kick start it, at that time your velocity is 0 because the Activa has only started and it is not moving. If you have an eye on the speedometer as you give the race to your Activa, you will see that slowly the velocity keeps on increasing. First it becomes 5 km per hour, then it keeps on increasing, say 10 km per hour, and roughly you drive at the speed of 40 km per hour. So slowly the velocity of the object of the Activa is increasing from 0 to 40. This may take 10 seconds, this may take 5 seconds, this may take 20 seconds depending upon how we are giving the race. Now, if you also know the other name of giving the race to the vehicle is how we are giving the accelerator, and from accelerator is coming from the word acceleration. So, when we accelerate the vehicle, the velocity of the vehicle changes. Now it is up to us that we accelerate it slowly, we change its velocity slowly, or we give it a full race and the velocity changes in quick time. So this concept of the change in velocity with time is referred to as acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity. Now suppose once you reach the speed of 40 km per hour, you are traveling at a constant speed. When you are close to your school, there is traffic because everybody is coming to school. So what will you have to do? You will have to slow down your vehicle. The velocity has to be dropped from 40. So now the speed of your vehicle is decreasing, and slowly at some point when you get space, you slightly again increase the speed, and once you reach your destination, you bring the vehicle to the halt, that is the velocity again becomes 0. So we observe frequent change in velocity, sometimes increase and sometimes decrease. But mind that I have written acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. This will include the increase in velocity also, and this will include the decrease in velocity also. When there is increase in velocity is simply termed as acceleration, or we can say positive acceleration. By positive acceleration I mean acceleration in the direction of motion, means my speed is increasing in the direction in which I am moving, or the speed is changing in the direction in which we are moving. And when there is decrease in velocity, like we are applying brakes, we are stopping our vehicle, in that case this decrease in velocity is referred to as negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. There are more words for negative acceleration, and the words used for negative acceleration are deceleration, okay, and another word uses retardation. So retardation also refers to negative acceleration, and deceleration also is negative acceleration. Now when there is negative acceleration, when the velocity is changing opposite to the direction of motion, means when the speed is decreasing, when brakes are applied, then it is acting in the opposite direction. So we have negative acceleration. To enhance upon your knowledge, you should also know that acceleration is also a vector quantity. Acceleration has got magnitude also and has got direction also. Like in the direction of motion, against the direction of motion. So it has direction, and magnitude means acceleration has some value. Okay. So now we will come to the magnitude of acceleration. To discuss this, let me clear this a bit, and we will proceed further discussing the formula of acceleration, and we will also discuss the magnitude, unit of acceleration, and so on. I hope what we have discussed till now is clear to you, and we need to proceed with the next part. Here I am we said acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Now, to let you know, when a person starts its motion, or whatever is the starting velocity, is referred to as initial velocity. Now, this starting velocity can be 0, can be having any other value, 10, 15, 20, whatever. So, initial velocity is the starting velocity and is denoted by a small u. And the final velocity to which a person reaches is denoted by a small v. And we are saying acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. When I say rate of change of velocity, means per unit time. So acceleration will be defined as final velocity minus initial velocity upon the time taken in changing this velocity. So to quote the formula, we can write acceleration, which is denoted by small a, will be final velocity v minus initial velocity u upon the time taken. This is the expression for acceleration also. And to remember one more thing, that this is final velocity. Always it will be final velocity minus initial velocity, no matter the final velocity is 0 also. Suppose I say the same example which I took Activa, Sumit is travelling at 40 km/h. Now because Sumit is travelling with this velocity, This becomes the initial velocity of Sumit. And then he applies brakes and his car or Activa stops. So the final velocity will be 0 km/h. This change from 40 to 0 is brought about, say, in 0.1 hour. Okay, slowly he is slowing down, and this way he comes to rest in this much time. Now what will be the acceleration? Acceleration will be final velocity, which is 0 minus 40 upon 0.1 hour. So this will give me minus 40 upon 0.1, taking the decimal. So my negative acceleration will be 40 km/h, and minus sign in the answer, 40 km/h square. Minus sign denotes that this is deceleration or this is negative acceleration or retardation. So whenever we get the value of acceleration as minus, it shows this is deceleration. Now coming to the unit of acceleration. We know acceleration is velocity, the change in velocity upon time taken. I know unit for velocity is meter per second, and then I have this time, so second here. Therefore unit for acceleration becomes meter per second square. This is the SI unit. Then we have km/h square. But remember children, when you are solving any problem on this, then when you have distance in kilometer and time in seconds, then you do not move with kilometer and second both together. You have to convert at least one thing, and then basically in most of the times get into the habit of bringing your question into the SI units. Now I know SI unit of distance is meter and the SI unit of time is seconds. So I need to convert my question into SI units. Only in that case it is not required when suppose you have the units in km/h and time also, say velocity in km/h and time in hours only. When you have both the units similar, then you need not convert. But if asked in meter per second, then you need to convert also. Now suppose I have a question, an object is having an initial velocity of 10 meter per second, reaches a final velocity of say 30 meter per second in the time of 4 seconds. What is the acceleration? This is the way of recording the information of any numerical given to us. So we know acceleration is the change in velocity upon time, which will give me 30 minus 10 upon 4 is equal to 20 upon 4, which will give me 5 meter per second square. I hope this type of question is clear to you. Then I must tell you that when an object is moving at a constant velocity, suppose the road is empty, I am in a free mood and I want to drive slowly at a normal speed. I am driving my car, and as I travel at a speed of say 50 km/h, I have taken to a constant speed and driving very slowly 50 km/h and not changing the velocity. So at that instant, my initial velocity will also be 50 km/h and my final velocity will also be 50 km/h. Suppose I have been driving for 1 hour, so time will be 1 hour. Now what is my acceleration in this? There is no change in velocity, which means no acceleration, and we can show it by this formula also. Acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t, which will give me 50 minus 50 upon 1 is equal to 0 upon 1. So acceleration will become 0. From here we can say that when an object is not changing its velocity, its acceleration is 0. I would also like to give you over here an example of uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Before that, we should know these two terms. So first, uniform acceleration. When an object changes its velocity with equal interval of time, changes its velocity at an equal rate of time, it is referred to as uniform velocity. If the change in velocity is same in each interval of time, it is referred to as uniform velocity. Suppose in the first second, the velocity is 5 meter per second. In the second second, the velocity becomes 10 meter per second. In the third second, the velocity has changed to 15 meter per second. In the fourth second, the velocity has become 20 meter per second. So we see that in each second, the change of velocity is of 5. It means the acceleration will be 5 meter per second square. Such an acceleration is called uniform acceleration, and the example of uniform acceleration is a ball rolling down an inclined plane. Its speed goes on increasing, but it increases with a uniform acceleration, and that acceleration is due to the gravity of the earth. A freely falling object, if I drop this pen, it will fall with the acceleration due to the gravity from the earth. So generally, freely falling objects have uniform acceleration, and otherwise if we are driving at very cautious speed, that in each second I am increasing my velocity by 5 meter per second, that also becomes uniform acceleration. Now I come to non-uniform acceleration. If the velocity of the body changes at unequal intervals of time, means the change in velocity is different in equal intervals of time. I take same interval of time 1 second, but I observe different changes in the velocity. So when the velocity of the object changes at different rates in the same interval of time, it is referred to as non-uniform acceleration. I take example here, time 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds and 4 seconds. In the first second, say the velocity is 5 meter per second. In the second second, it has become 10 meter per second. But in the third second, it becomes 16 meter per second. In the fourth second, say 22 meter per second. So I see here a change of 5, a change of 6 and again a change of 6. It means that the velocity is not changing uniformly. Such an acceleration is referred to as non-uniform acceleration, and therefore to find the average acceleration we take the initial velocity, the final velocity and the total time taken. Example of such a change is a person driving on a busy road, because sometimes he will have to accelerate his vehicle and sometimes he will have to slow down his vehicle, because of which there will be different changes in the speed in each unit interval of time. I hope all about acceleration is clear to you. Any doubt, feel free to ask through the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more uploads, and do share it with your friends for their help also. Thank you.